Hello, everybody. It's Vinyl Richard with Vinyl Finds 120, I believe. Feeling good. Brought to you by Peroni. First beer of the day. I got 3-day weekend. Kind of slowed down at my work. They're installing this new computer program, and it kind of put a halt on things. But things are going better than they thought, so it looks like this will be the last 4-day week. Anyways, I'm feeling good. I did mention that I had surgery. I usually don't bring up personal stuff. Well, maybe I do, huh? Anyways, I mentioned it last time because I was on these opioids, and I didn't know how bad I was going to come across, but it seemed like I did okay, you know. But, yeah, I'm fine. It was minor surgery, clean up some scar tissue from a previous surgery I had in relation to my cancer that I had in 2006. But, yeah, I'm fine. Man, I'll tell you one thing, though. I'm pissing like an elephant now, man. Woohoo, shit. I was talking about the Dodgers on that last video, and I guess a couple of the people from the UK said, you know what, we don't really give a fuck about the Dodgers, you know. Well, okay. Oh, well, you know, I understand, you know. I grew up playing sports. I like sports. I was on the track team of all things. I wanted to play football, but they insisted in putting me at running back. You get hit by some big ass dudes, bam, plowed into the ground. You know, I said, you know what, fuck this shit. You know, I'll watch it on TV. But yeah. As far as the baseball, I understand some people, like especially in Europe, you know, you don't even have baseball there, I guess. But it is, of all the sports, it is the one that uses strategies more than any other sport. I mean, there's strategy in every single pitch. You know, the batter, what's his strengths? And the pitcher's got to pitch it on, you know, on the outside, the inside, high or low, you know, depending on the batter's strengths. Everybody in the outfield has to be positioned, you know. If this guy hits it to the left side, you know, we're going to be swung over that way, or we're going to be swung over this way. There's just a lot of strategy involved. And I love the game. It isn't maybe the most exciting for most people to watch on TV, but it is what it is. I love it. So I'm not going to talk any baseball, although I just did. James Griffiths just made a video. I think it was Vinyl Finds, and he showed an Earth, Wind, and Fire album. And I made a comment. I told my ex-wife, she told me, you know, how can you listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire? I mean, how can you listen to punk music when there's bands like Earth, Wind, and Fire, you know? And she actually did tell me that. And, I mean, we used to go to some punk gigs, you know. I kind of dragged her along. She liked some of the bands more than us. She liked the Dickies. And actually, the Dickies were head and shoulders above, as far as musicianship, than a lot of the other ones. But we used to go, you know, we saw Ashford and Simpson at the Santa Monica Civic. We saw Diana Ross. You know, we saw the Jacksons, you know, but anyways, you know, I told him that in one of my comments, and I think it was John Bellamy, you know, he made a comment on my comment, is that the reason that you got divorced? And I answered, yeah, it's one of the reasons. And I guess it kind of is. But I started thinking about it, you know. The real reason we got divorced, or I guess the final straw, is I noticed, you know, my underwear was starting to disappear, you know. I'm thinking, you know, that's kind of weird, you know. So then one Sunday, I went to my chest of drawers to get my lucky green underwear, you know. I always wore my lucky green underwear when I would watch the Jets on TV on Sunday. Back then, they used to show them a lot. And they were missing. I go, man, what the fuck is going on? You know, so I got real suspicious. So, one night, I caught my ex-wife in the backyard digging a hole naked. I'm going, what the fuck, you know? So I'm watching her dig this hole. And she gets a pair of my underwear. I didn't notice it, but there was a pair of my underwear on the ground. She got the pair of underwear on the ground, threw it in the hole, squatted above the hole, and pissed on my underwear. And then she buried them. Well, what the fuck? So I guess that's the real reason, you know, I got divorced. And I don't know. Well, let's just put it this way. My advice is just be kind of careful if you get married to a woman from Louisiana. Man, this beer's going down fast. Now, James Griffiths also made a video. I think it's his last one. He might have 2 more up since then because he does make a lot. And it was, what is a grail? Now, I overuse the word term grail. I know I do it. In fact, I do it intentionally. Just because some people are so careful about the word, using the word grail, or, you know, oh, I don't think you should use the word grail, or you know, they'll make comments, that really isn't a grail, and whatever, you know, it's just a word, you know. But this first one I'm going to show is a VC Grail. Planet Mastergod. And this is made by a VC member, NicoMalcolm. I always said it was Nico, but I think it's Nico. If I mispronounce it, I'm sorry. But I believe it's NicoMalcolm. I'll leave a link to his channel. He has one of the best European psych collections in the VC. Just absurd. Just the stuff, the grails he finds are absurd. But yeah, this is a fucking cool album, dude. It's actually not like anything else in my collection. This is the inner sleeve. I was lost for words there. And pretty cool labels. Like I was saying, this is unlike anything else in my collection. It's, I don't know if it's doom, kind of doom metal-y. It's not really metal-y. But I guess it's kind of doomy, but it's not, it's kind of that type of music without the Black Sabbath chord, you know, where they tune down the guitars. It's not like that at all. But they do get in these repetitious grooves, and it's fucking fantastic, man. And Nico, his drumming is, I dig it, dude. Really good. I mean, it's a good album. Unlike, I have a few albums from another VC member, Derek Higgins. His albums that I have, one of them I think is pretty good. The other two, I don't like at all. I mean, at least this album, there's a real drummer, you know. But I hold on to those Derek Higgins ones because he says once he dies, man, those things are going to be worth a lot of money, you know. So I'm going to hold on to them. But yeah, maybe if I can, I'll leave a link to their Bandcamp page. The thing about, he's from Norway, and the thing about that, the shipping is kind of expensive if you live in the U.S. But whatever. He did send this 7-inch. It's their first. And I guess this was hand, you know, just like they used to do back in the old punk days, you know, the DIY days. Now, I haven't listened to this one. I must be honest. And it's pretty cool. This back shot, isn't that the same as a, I think it's a Nirvana, huh? That's so cool, dude. And that's this little note that I dropped. Sorry. And let's see, what does the labels look like? The labels are plain white, so I'm not going to show them. Anyways, Planet Mastergod. Nico. Oh, man. Sorry. Now, this next one, for me, is a Grail. Neighborhood. Children. It's a Children's. San Francisco band. We got a little shot of San Francisco in the back. Fucking cool, dude. This is got hints of psych. It's a psych record. It's got a little bit of a Jefferson Airplane-y sound. Got some garagey sounds. It's a really good album. It's the one song that's kind of weird is Over the Rainbow. It's kind of a weird choice, but it's actually not that bad. And there's this middle part in there that is really a psych. They just go into the psych thing for maybe a minute, and then I think it's the last song on side one. Please leave me alone. The dude's vocals are a little bit strained on that one, but other than that, this is a and Chocolate Angel. That's a trippy song, but it almost sounds like that one isn't in true stereo, where all the other ones are. So I don't know. But yeah, this is like I said, it's a Grail. This is an album I came across once before in Bakersfield, and I passed on it. I wish I wouldn't have. And then I saw Matt Sands showed it on one of his year-end finds, and he said this was his best find of the year. And I'm thinking, son of a bitch, I should have picked that thing up, you know? And I recently came across this. It's been about 3 weeks now. Since that time, I've seen a video with Psyche Derek and Trevor have shown this. So yeah, this is the hot item of the VC right now. At least the cool part of the VC, you know? And this is I think maybe my second record on Acta Records. But yeah, very good. It's a Grail to me. Next one here is White Fits for the Recently Found Innocent. It's kind of weird. Psyche Derek recently showed this one, you know, and I told him, you know what, I just picked that album up myself. It has Ty Segall involved. He produces it. I think he plays on it. This is a little bit different. It's not as fuzzy as some of the other albums by that Ty Segall's involved in. And I really dig it. It's got a really cool 60s vibe to it. And it's also got the Think Pink tie-in with the inner sleeve. And here's a picture of Ty, and I don't remember this guy's name, but he's White Fence. And I think it's on glorious black vinyl. Look at that, that's pretty cool, man. I don't know. I guess that's a drum kit. That's a good album, though. Now, another one, man. Got a bootleg here. It's the Flanders Broadcast, 1996. It's the Cramps, Hanky Panky. Now, Martin Jones, who's got a VC channel, he showed this a few months back. And he commented on it that it's kind of cool because it's the only live stuff on vinyl of some of their later songs, you know? Some of their early 90s stuff, you know? And yeah, and it's really good sound quality. So yeah, I recommend this. You can tell they're getting a little up in age there. I guess it's 96? Yeah, 1996. The meth is starting to take a little bit of its toll. I don't know if I ever told the story. I think they lived in Glendale, and there was this little club in Glendale. Went there, and I went into the bathroom, and Lux Interior was in there. And he was talking about the virtues of meth versus what is that, crack. Believe it or not. And that's a true story. But yeah, this is a good one. These are the labels. I know noticed a lot of people, they call them the center labels. Well, these ones are a little off-center, you know. Of course they're the center labels, you know. They're not going to be on the vinyl. But yeah, both labels are the same. They both got Poison Ivy on them. Now this next one, god dang, I should have looked it up. I showed a punk band from Canada. There was a demo, and it was finally released. It was released on vinyl. But before that, it was a tape only. And this is the same with this. Another band from, I believe, Toronto. Chronic Submission. Sick of Reality. And I guess these were recently released on Schizophrenic Records. And actually, I mean, these dudes are young, dude. I don't know, can you see that? Look at that drummer. He's a little baby. He looks like he's 15, you know? And this is better than the other one. And the guy said, you know, yeah, if you like that, man, check out this. These guys are better. Fantastic shit. And it comes with an insert. Chronic Submission. Toronto Hardcore. Toronto Skins. And it's got some of their flyers, you know, with bands they played with. MDC, Battalion of Saints. Pretty cool. And that's what the label's got, a maple leaf on there. And I picked up their second one too. Chronic Submission. Empty Heads, Poison Darts. This one's fantastic, dude. I kind of like this one better, but I like them both. But this is fantastic. If you like that early punk, you know, the early 80s kind of hardcore punk, but it's not too brutal, the vocals. So it's melodic, you know. And this one also came with a really nice, looks like the same damn thing, huh? Nah, it's a little different, I guess. Yeah. This part's the same. On Schizophrenic Records. Now my last one is, it's a Grail. Nah, it's not a Grail. It's a 50th anniversary release. And I think I'm going to do a video just on these. But it's the Abbey Road 3LP anniversary edition of Abbey Road. I have a few qualms with it. With this version, it's real quiet. And I mean that in a good and a bad way. There's no pops. It's quiet. God dang. If you listen to your records on 3 or 4, you know, you got to listen to this like on 6 or 7. I mean, it's really quiet. And it's funny. I was thinking, you know, man, I didn't see that many Abbey Road unboxing videos this time, you know. And then I realized, oh yeah, I unsubbed most of those guys, you know. I think I saw me and Mr. Mails, or Brian, I can't, Barragon or something. I saw his, and then I saw Fit to be Tie-Dyed. I recommend the Fit to be Tie-Dyed one. He really goes into detail, song through song, and it's in 2 parts, and it's 50 minutes, but man, they're good. And I was surprised, I mean, because I'm tired of people talking about the Beatles. I mean, it gets a little much, even though they're my favorite band. Oh, and Mazzy did one, Not Another Damn Unboxing. I did watch his. He's got 25 copies of Abbey Road. Wow, that's insane, man. I mean, more power to you, but that's not me. And what's funny is the Brian dude, he opened his and he goes, yeah, this is a real nice box. And it's a fucking box, dude. I mean, come on. I got the shrink, and I also got the price sticker. It even shows how much. I got a $30 discount because of trade-in. Oh, and another thing, people, yeah, and it comes with a booklet. This ain't a fucking booklet, dude. This is an insert. It's a piece of paper folded in half, you know? Come on, man. Now I'm starting to sound like a crankety old man. Huh? But it is a nice box. And look at this black inside. It's beautiful. Really good sounding. I do have some qualms with it. But I might make a Beatles video. Since it's been requested. And Vinyl to do so. But my gripe with it is, I mean, it does sound good. You can hear the drums, but you could always hear the drums on this album, you know, as opposed to Sgt. Pepper's. Some of it was kind of muddled. But the thing is, it seems like they took some of the punch out of the guitar on this, and I don't like that at all, man. Like on You Never Give Me Your Money, some part, I mean, towards the end you can hear the guitar, but at the very end it kind of tails out a little bit more than I would have liked. But at the beginning of the song, it's like, I don't know if I'm hearing the guitar bits because I know they're there because of my other copies, but it's not as loud as, I mean, they could have. I like guitars, and I think they should punch up the guitars. Apparently Giles Martin, he's not a real rocker, you know? But yeah, this is a great album. I might as well go into it. I don't think there's a bad song on this album, but there is an Achilles heel. And it's on side 1. And it's song number 3, 4, and 5. I mean, it's side 1 starts off with Come Together. I mean, in 1969, that song was fucking original. I mean, when you first time you put this on, you hear that however it goes. It's like fucking A. And then it's followed by George's song Something. Just one of their, I mean, it's a great, well-written song. People now complain it's played to death. That doesn't really affect me. If it's a good song, I'll listen to it, you know? But then it's followed up with Maxwell's Silver Hammer. Another one of Paul's goofy fucking songs. He's got to put one of these stupid goofy songs on every fucking album. I mean, but this one's better than some of the other ones. The lyrical content is pretty funny. I'll give him that. But it's... Next song is Oh Darling. It's not that great of a song. The vocals on it are fantastic, though. I will give you that. And then you got Octopus's Garden by Ringo. Again, it's okay. But god dang, man. Wouldn't it have been nice if they only would have maybe include, after Something, God forbid, put another George song? I mean, it's not, even maybe 3 George songs on side 1. It's not like he didn't have any material. I mean, look at All Things Must Pass. And I would have much rather hear some versions produced by George Martin of those songs, performed by the Beatles, than that overproduced piece of crap All Things Must Pass album. But then, I mean, they had better songs they could have put. And then it ends with I Want You, just a classic. I mean, it was almost krautrockish, you know? Let's just put it this way. Come Together, Something, and I Want You, those songs are up here, dude. And the other 3, they don't measure up, in my mind. Now, I know there's some people that, oh, Maxwell Silverhammer and Oh Darling and Octopus's Garden, those are my favorite songs on side 1, you know? Okay, that's fine. You know, it's a matter of taste. But those are probably the people that think Egypt Station is the best album of 2019, you know? But the real high spot of this box set is this. the sessions, the outtakes. This is fucking cool shit. It's got an alternate version of them walking across. My only gripe is you got 2 albums in a single. It's a bigger thing. But man, because I think there's like 7 or 8 different shots. They could have put it in 3, you know, single jackets. But yeah, this is some cool shit right here. This. Oh, and the other thing, the songs that were really improved on this were some of my least favorites. Like Because and Sun King. His production of those songs, man, I don't know. He really did a good job on those. But my favorite songs, man, come on, jack up the guitars, you know? But yeah, this is just fantastic, dude. The Sun King, I have the 2 CD set, and there's an instrumental version on that. And the way they're talking, and then they go into it, and I never really appreciated the music in that. Fucking the Beatles were fucking, man, they were right. They were on, dude. I mean, that's evident if you've seen that rooftop concert of theirs. But yeah, it would have been cool if they would have done a final tour before they, they should have taken a break, you know? Anyways, Peroni, this Peroni's for you. I'm going to go watch the Yankees, probably get their ass kicked. Man, fucking Houston. Houston beat the Dodgers 2 years ago in the World Series. The Dodgers should have won that series. They had the better team. And to this day, I do not believe in karma because of the Houston Astros. They were dicks, man. Racist dicks. I mean, they were going like this to Yu Darvish, racist shit. And they should have lost. If karma was real, they would have lost. So I'm rooting for the Nationals. But, man, they don't match up too well with the Houston. That team doesn't have a flaw. I mean, their number 9 hit a home run last night. Gee, man.